This one is going to be about psychic protection. Know that I'm not an expert in anything, and what I'm about to talk about, I certainly need a lot. So, there's going to be situations in life or places, people, in private or in public, strangers, people you know. It could be reading a book, watching television, that you're going to be confronted with something. It could be high levels of anxiety or anger or hatred, pure evil. And I'm sure you've come across people who were extremely unpleasant and angry and almost in a way indirectly, because most of them don't know what they're doing. They're hoping to infect you with their disposition. So they will try to affect you. They will try to pass it to you so you can feel what they're feeling. Um, in order for you to protect yourself, yes, to you have to create this barrier, this psychic barrier. You have to imagine yourself unassailable. This, of course, requires training, right? And contemplation. A good place to start, I would say, I mean, I'm trying this myself, is those moments of pure bliss when you look at the sun and the rays hit your face, you feel the comfort and warmness, or when you, in the expression of the smile of lovers, there's this moment, of bliss, right? Of contemplation when you are in the presence of the truth, when you're in the presence of what's beautiful. There's this moment of pure bliss. You have to remember this moment and you have to contemplate this moment and keep it close to you. And this is going to be your place, right? Whenever you are confronted with evil, try to go back to that place. So everything that will be thrown at you will just pass through you and you will not cling to anything. It will not affect you because, anyway, those things are not yourself. That hatred, that evil, whatever it is, it's not you. You don't identify with it. So it just passes through you and you don't cling, you don't get affected. What you can do also is get a talisman. I don't know, it could be anything. Uh, Something for your wrist or your neck or your keys, something that you can concentrate uh, and pour, I would say, intent into that object when you are in that moment of bliss, so that it almost reminds you later, because you can, get caught as in a surprise attack. Evil, works like that. You can get caught off guard and you may find it, hard to go back to that blissful place. So if you have an object in previously you have printed with your energy, you can grab it and it will help you go back to that state of pure bliss. So you don't get affected by the bullshit that's being projected. The bullshit, it's not you anyway. So why should you get affected by it? This can be also useful in debates. When you're arguing with someone, I don't know, you should stay calm, right? Remember who you are and stay logical, at all times. People are going to try to destroy you, or your appearance or whatever, to destabilize you or project all sorts of emotions and whatnot, and don't get triggered, because those things are not you anyway. So that's the problem each one of us suffers. Sometimes we don't think, and we get affected by others, projections. It's we're better than that, you know. So our eyes, our ears, our touch, smell, and taste are like highways. They bring information. They are the sensors. They are capturing information. We don't really see with our eyes or we don't smell with our nose. No, it is interpreted by consciousness, interpreted by brain. It's interpreted by our DNA, so to speak. It is interpreted, and the information is passed to the self, to the spiritual self, you know. And who is tasting and seeing and moving? It is the spiritual self that's doing all of those things. And it is these highways, these tools that are at the disposal of the spiritual self. So whenever some evil tries to project things into you, know that, right? Those things are not you. That's not you. And do not let them attain you, because the self, it's not attainable like that. How should I put it? The self is unassailable. Do not identify with it. Do not identify with the evil that is projected and the barrier, so to speak, will. Of course, this is not 100% bulletproof, but I think it can help, right? We are here, you know, kind of to live life, yes, and we'll come to know good, what's beautiful and what's good and what's love. We sometimes only know it through evil, so we have to experience evil to know what good is. You know, sometimes it requires that. That's why from time to time people get a reminder that maybe they should start looking for the spiritual, start looking for the self. For instance, recently everybody seems to be a nihilistic atheist and whatnot. And there's records of books being sold on spirituality. People are looking for something else because whatever they've been using up until now is not working. The materialistic world is not fulfilling at all. Our sensors, they get overloaded with the material things of the world, the roller coaster that it gives us, all of these adrenaline and dopamine hits. People get it's the food, it's the traveling, it's the this and that and the other, and I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna get that. It is only temporary, you know. We desire these things, and when we have them, we kind of love them temporarily, but then we kind of lose interest in, right? It's you know, the self, that's a different thing. That's just completely different. The self is timeless, and it's always there. People have to remember, I think, remember the self, the spiritual. So I think I'm going to shut up. Yeah, that's better. 10 minutes. Okay. Have a nice day.